As I like to say, another sunny day in LA. So what we're going to talk about today, coming to you from the west side, Episode 2 is about the begging business and the business of no. We all do it and we all say it. I'll explain further on the other side. All right, so let's get into it. This episode of Straight to the Shit is called The Begging Business, the Business of No. We all do it and we all say it. I beg, you beg, we all freaking beg. And we all hear no. I don't care how much money or how much success you think a person has achieved. At some point, they've heard no, and they probably heard it a lot. But the good thing is, one yes negates all of those no's. So the first episode was about what not to put in a query letter. This episode, I will tell you, you need to at least have a good pitch line. Now, I've gotten scripts where the pitch line sucks, but because of what I read in the first few lines, or the first few pages, I kept reading it because I understood what they were trying to say when they pitched it. And then I get scripts where the pitch line is beautiful, but then the script just sucks, right? And I can't pitch stuff like that. I can actually help you come up with a pitch, but with technology these days, with AI, and I'm not by any means advocating using that to write a full script because that's bullshit. But you should use it to help you come up with a pitch line, right? It'll give you some basic ideas, and then that may spark some creativity. Okay, so I say this is the begging business because of this. Just see if you can follow me around the room. All right, you send me or a literary agent a query letter, you're essentially begging us to read your script. If we like your project and we agree to rep you, and then we agree to send it out, that pitch line I'm going to pitch to an executive. So now I'm begging the studio executive to read your script. If they call a meeting and want to meet you, then we're both going to be begging, right? To get them to like it. And if they do like it, then they're going to go beg their boss for the money to acquire it. That's called an acquisition. Then, if they decide to make it, go into production with it, produce it, as we like to say, then they're going to beg actors to be in it. And that's what we call a casting call. And actors will submit their tapes because they also are begging to be in it. Once the project gets made, then they're going to beg people to like it. And that's when they send that out to publicists and publications to review it and things like that. And then they're going to beg the public to watch it. That's called advertising and promotion. So in a sense, all of us beg. It's just about knowing how to beg with dignity. And once you can figure that out, and once you understand you need to have tough skin to be in this business, and you have to understand, not everybody's going to sell a script. I'll promise you that. I don't care how good it is. There's some scripts that have been sold, and they'll never get turned into a movie because they're just too expensive to make. And the same thing with TV shows. You know, you could have the dopest script, but if it does not hit that person's desk at the right time, you will hear no. And it's crazy when I got to call back clients and they say, why? And I'm like, is it going to make a difference? Why? I tell them, but I say, so what are you going to do? You're going to take what I just gave you and think you could fix it? and change it and then we resend it out. That's not how that works. No. They say no because that's their job. Is every studio executive's job is to say no. And it's not because they don't like to read. Like there's a myth that they don't like to read. It's not like they don't like to read. They only want to read what they have to read because they get bombarded with too much shit. So they can't read everything. Just like I can't take on every client or every potential client who sends me a script that I actually may like. I can't do TV consulted for everybody who may ask me. Could I do a consulting thing? Because I just can't. It's impossible. So no, you will hear no. And I have walked away from projects that I actually liked, but I didn't have the time to do them. And it would have been totally unfair for the client to do that. So there's different reasons why you will hear no. Okay. But if you understand that that's the business you're getting into the business of no. Just remember, one yes can negate all of that. And we all beg. It's just knowing how to beg with dignity.
This message was brought to you by Miley for Men Organic Skincare Products and Miley Luxury Cosmetics. Available now on Etsy. Scan QR code below.